I work for Riverside County Sheriff's Department. We are an extremely large county covering 7,000 square miles, which is about the same size as the state of New Jersey. We have a population of 2.4 million people that we serve, going from the border of the state of Arizona all the way over to Orange County and down to San Diego County. In our department, we have approximately 4,000 employees, and for our dispatchers, we have between two different locations, approximately 180 different dispatchers to help serve the public.
I use RapidDeploy every day. Here at the Sheriff's Department, we actually are required to be logged into it as we're working a position because we use it both on radio and on phones. Every 911 call that we receive, it shows up on RapidDeploy, and a lot of the times it does end up being a better location hit than it does on our phone mapping system.
We're a really busy center. We receive over 1.6 million calls a year. And so having location accuracy is critically important for us. Many times we get callers who are calling in who are very upset. They're having the worst day of their life, and sometimes they just can't take the time to tell us what's going on, no matter how many times the dispatchers ask. So having location accuracy come in for us makes that job so much easier.
With every 911 call we get, it comes in as like either a phase 1 or a phase 2, and then we have the ability with RapidDeploy to be able to follow RPs if they're on the freeway or if they're traveling southbound, northbound. We get to see where they're going. So if it's something of like a DUI driver and they're following behind the DUI driver, we're able to see exactly where they're going, and that's an amazing feature.
One of the incidents that I myself and my trainee handled on radio that RapidDeploy was utilized for was an unknown trouble domestic call. We used the mapping system to follow them in the vehicle because he was driving. There was kids in the car. She was asking for help without directly saying it to the dispatcher because it was still an open line. And it was about an hour call where the deputies in the initial area were attempting to catch up to the location on RapidDeploy. The car ended up getting on the freeway, and several other agencies ended up being notified about the situation because they were going to be heading into their jurisdiction. And we had canines that were on the freeway trying to catch up as well, and we were constantly updating everyone as the location updated on RapidDeploy. They ended up in another agency's jurisdiction where that agency did successfully stop that vehicle and get them help.
We were able to see RapidDeploy put to great use just recently when we had a dispatcher who was able to actually save a kidnapping victim. It was something that 5 years ago would have never happened. The technological changes were instrumental really in us being able to locate this girl who had been actually kidnapped, and we were able to save her life.
We have with your name on a Superstar Award, and that's yours.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We just really want to recognize everything that you do, and I know that you've only been 3 years at the job, is that right?
3 years, yeah.
And you're using all the technology to kind of change the outcome. And I think what a lot of people don't realize is that special ear that you have to know something is odd about this phone call. I'm going to listen in and I'm going to interact. I'm going to text from 911 and figure out what's going on and use the radio platform obviously to do that, which is why I'm here. But so grateful to see lives saved using the tech and people taking advantage of that. So absolutely well done. Well done.
Luckily, when she called 911, we were able to get a good location right off the bat, and the guy in the background, even though I wasn't able to tell what he was saying, their interaction seemed a little bit strange to me, and I had my, intuition gut feeling, and I told her if you have an emergency and you can't say anything, press a button. And she ended up hanging up. So that kind of, alerted me. So I figured I'm just going to send, what's the harm in sending a text message? So I sent her a text message, you dialed 911, do you have an emergency? She messaged back almost right away saying I've been beaten, bitten, and I'm naked in the back of a trunk. She had absolutely no idea where she was. She was able to communicate with me through text, and even when I went to go call her back, I hung up right away because something told me that I shouldn't call her because that's gonna alert the person that she's with. The deputies were there in at least, honestly, I think it was like a minute, but based off of what I heard and what they saw at the liquor store that she ended up being next to, they were able to get her and get him in custody.